Okay, welcome students to the maths class. It is our revision class, so let us revise chapter 3, which is factors and multiples. What is factors? As I told you that if we divide any number by other number and that number exactly divides it, it is the factor of that number. Suppose I want to write the factor of number 6. So factors of 6 will be, what will be? If I divide 6 by 1 6 are 6, 6 minus 6 is 0, my remainder is 0, it means 1 exactly divides 6. So 1 is a factor. Now I will divide 6 by 2, 2 3s are 6, my remainder is 0, it means 2 exactly divides 6. It means 2 is the factor of 6. Now I will divide 6 by 3. So 3 2s are 6. 6 minus 6 is 0. Remainder is 0. It means 3 exactly divides 6. So 3 is a factor of number 6. Now if I divide, it is a rough work, okay. If I divide 6 by 4, 4 1s are 4. Remainder is 2. Remainder is 2, so it is not a factor of 4 is not a factor of 6. Now let us divide 6 by 5. So 5 1s are 5. 6 minus 5 is 1. Here something is left in the remainder. Something is left in the remainder. It means it is not a factor of number 6. Now let us divide 6 by 6. 6 1s are 6. 6 minus 6 is 0. As remainder is 0, so we conclude that 6 exactly divides 6. It means 6 is a factor of 6. So here the number 1, 2, 3 and 6 exactly divides number 6. It means 1, 2, 3 and 6 are factors of number 6. So these are the factors of number 6. Or there is one more way to identify the factors. We can write the division facts. If we can write division facts for 6, okay. So 1 into 6 is 6. 1 into 6 is 6. 2 into 3 is 6. 3 into 2 is 6. And 6 into 1 is also 6. So the number 1, 2, 3 and 6, all these numbers are factors of 6. Okay, so by multiplication facts you can write the factors, or by division you can also write the factors. Okay, so number 1, 2, 3 and 6 are the factors of 6. Now I am writing the factors of number 8. So it is exactly divisible by 1, 2, 4 and 8. I am writing factors of number 9. So 1, 3 and 9 are the factors of 9. I am writing factors of 5. So 1 and 5 only. I am writing factors of 2. So 1 and 2 only the factors of 2. Now be remember one thing. The first factor of each number, you can take any example, the first factor of each number is always 1. The first factor of each number is 1. Means 1 is factor of all numbers. 1 is factor of all numbers. Now check the last factor of 6. 6 itself, check the last factor of 8 is 8 itself, check the last factor of 9, it is 9 itself, check the last factor of 5, it is 5 itself, check the last factor of 2, it is 2 itself. Means it is the second point or property you need to know. First property was that first factor of any number is always 1. And the last factor of any number is that number itself. Okay, last factor is that number itself. Okay, these are two properties of factors. Now let us move further. Prime factors and prime numbers and composite numbers. Okay, prime number and composite number. So those numbers which have only two factors, those numbers which have only two factors are known as prime number, and those numbers which have more than two factors are known as composite number. So here number 6 has more than two factors, 1, 2, 3, 4 factors it has. Means it has more than two factors, so it is a composite number. Here number 8 has 4 factors, it means more than two factors, so it is also an composite number. The number 9 also has 1, 2, 3, means more than two factors, so it is also a composite number. Number 5, it has only two factors. Number 2, it has only two factors. Those numbers which have only two factors, that is 1 and itself are known as prime factors. Prime numbers, sorry, not factor. It is a prime number. 2 is also a prime number. Okay, so these were the prime and composite numbers. Now prime factorization. Okay, we have discussed different methods of prime factorization, that is tree method, okay, and division method. Okay, next exercise is find HCF, highest common factor. So to find HCF we discussed two methods. One is prime factorization, another one is short division method. Okay, so here I am explaining you both the method one more time. Our task is to find HCF. Okay, suppose we have two numbers 28 and 42. We want to find what? We want to find HCF. So I am using first prime factorization. As the number is the name of method is prime factorization, so here we will use only prime numbers to divide. To divide these two numbers we will use only prime numbers. So you need to learn prime numbers. What are prime numbers? 2 is a prime number, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23 and so on. So these are the prime numbers. Okay, learn these prime numbers. Now we are finding HCF by prime factorization. So first of all we will write both the given numbers. Okay, now we will divide these two numbers by prime numbers. Check both the numbers. Both the numbers are even, so both the numbers are divisible by number 2. As both the numbers are even, so both the numbers are divisible by 2. 2 ones are 2, 2 fours are 8. 2 twos are 4, 2 ones are 2. Now we have two numbers 14 and 21. Okay, we will keep dividing this. It is the short division method I am solving. Short division method, okay, as it is easier. short division method also we will use prime numbers only to divide. Now check both the numbers. One number is even and other number is odd number. 14 is an even, 21 is an odd number. So we cannot divide it by 2. So can we divide it by the number 3? So if we divide by number 3, 14 cannot be divisible and 27 is divisible. So we will not divide it by 3 also. So let us choose another prime, which is 5. 5 cannot divide 14 or cannot divide 21 also. So let us take the next number 17. 17 2s are 24, 17 2s are 14 and 17 3s are 21. Now we have left with two numbers. Okay, 2 and 3. So if we will divide it by 2, 2 is divisible by one time, but 3 is not divisible here. So we will stop our division process here. As we don't have any common factor to divide these two numbers, if we don't have any common factor to divide both the numbers, we will stop our division process here. So HCF will be multiplication of these two. 2 into 7 is equals to 14. HCF of 2 and 7 is 14. It is short division method. Okay. Now I am telling you the prime factorization method. In prime factorization method, we will separately divide it. As 21 is an even number, so we will divide it by 2. 2 1s are 2, 2 4s are 8. 14 is again an even number, so we will choose 2 to divide it. 2 7s are 14. Now 7 will be divisible by 7 only. So factors of 28 is 2 into 2 into 7. 2 into 2 into 7. Now let us divide 14. So 42 is an even number, so I am dividing it by 2. 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2. Now 21, which is divisible by 3. 3 7s are 21. Now 7 is only divisible by 7 as it is prime. So in prime factorization method, it is called a prime factorization method. Okay. And it is short division method. Prime factorization method. In prime factorization method, we keep dividing till we get 1 as quotient. We keep dividing till we get 1 as quotient. Okay. So the factors of 42 are 2 into 3 into 7. Now find the common ones. What are the common? 2 is common in both and 7 is common in both. Therefore, HCF will be 2 multiplied by 7. So 14. So see, short division method is easier. Prime factorization method is quite larger. So you can use short division method to find HCF. Any method you can use in which you are comfortable. So this is how we find HCF by these two methods. In prime factorization method, we keep dividing till we get 1 as quotient. And in short division method, we keep dividing till we have a common factor. We keep dividing till we have a common factor. As our common factor over, we stop division. Okay. Now how we find the LCM? Find the LCM. What is the full form of LCM? L stands for lowest, C stands for common, M stands for multiples, lowest common multiple. Suppose your task is to find LCM of 72 and 96. Okay. So how you will find LCM? To find LCM, You can use prime factorization method also, and you can use this method also. You can write factors of both the numbers. Okay, you can write factors of both the numbers. is an even number, so we can divide it by 2. 2 3s are 6, 1 is given here. 2 6s are 12. 36 is also even, we can divide it by 2. 2 1s are 2, 2 8s are 16. 18 is also even, so we can divide it by 2. 2 9s are 18. Now 9 is an odd number, so let us divide it by 3. 3 3s are 9. 3 is only divisible by 1 or 3, so we got 1. We will stop our division here. Now next number is 96. 96 is an even number, so we can divide it by 2. 2 4s are 8. 1 is given here, it becomes 16. 2 8s are 16. Okay. Now 48. 48 is also an even number. We can divide it by 2. 2 2s are 4. 2 4s are 8. We get 24. 24 is an even number. We can divide it by 2. 2 1s are 2. 2 2s are 4. 12. 12 is also an even number. So we are dividing by 2. We get 6. 6 is an even number. We can divide it by 2. 2 3s are 6. Now 3 is not an even number. It is only divisible by 3. We get 1. We will stop our division process. Now write the factors of both the numbers. 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. And write the factors of 96. 2 into 2 into 2 into 1 2 3 4 5. 5 2s are here. Okay. Now we want to find the common ones. What are the common ones? Now let us make the group. 1 group, 2 group, 3 group and 4 group. Okay. So LCM will be these 4 groups. First group is having 2, second group having 2, third group having 2, fourth group is having 3. Now multiply with the remaining ones. What are the remaining factors? 3 and this 2 and this 2. Now multiply all these 2. 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 4s are 32, 32 into 9, 9 2s are 18, 1 carry forward, 9 3s are 27 or 1 28. So when we multiply all these, our result is 288. So LCM of 72 and 96 is 288. Okay. One more time I am explaining you how we find LCM. It is the prime factorization method. Okay. First of all we find the factors of 72 and then we find the factors of 96. Okay. Then we have write all the factors in the rows. Okay. We have write the factors for 72 and we have write the factors of 96. Okay. Then we make the groups of common ones. So we made the groups of common ones. Now to find the LCM, what we have done, we have write the group one time. Okay. 3. And then we multiplied with the remaining factors. So 3 was remaining, we multiply 3. 2 was remaining, we multiply 2. Then this 2 was also remaining, we multiplied by 2. And later then we multiply all these factors to get our LCM. Okay. So this is how we find LCM. I suggest you to solve the revision station after each chapter. I suggest you to solve the revision station after each chapter. It will benefit you in your examination. Okay. So solve it. Now your next chapter is fraction, and chapter 5 is decimals. So chapter 4 and 5 revise from the video lectures which we have already discussed, and practice all the questions very properly, as we will meet after your examination only. Okay, we will meet in after your half yearly examination. So I wish you all the best. In fractions, learn definitions of types of fraction. What is equivalent fraction, like fraction, unlike fraction, mixed fraction. What is equivalent fraction? If two fractions have equal values, they are known as equivalent fractions. If two fractions have same denominator, they are known as like fraction. If two fractions don't have same denominator, means their denominators are different, they are known as unlike fraction. Then in unlike fraction we have discussed two cases we have discussed. Okay, proper fraction. So what is proper fraction? Those fractions whose numerator is less than denominator is known as proper fraction. What is improper fraction? If numerator is greater than denominator, or if numerator is equal to denominator, we call it as improper fraction. Mixed fraction. What is mixed fraction? It is a combination of two fractions, right? Whole number and a fraction. Combination of whole number and fraction is known as mixed fraction. So all these things we have discussed. We discussed comparison of fractions, how we add fractions, okay, how we subtract fractions, how we multiply fractions, how we divide fractions. So practice all these questions from your notebook and book. Okay, next chapter was decimal. So in decimal we discussed the place values. After the decimal point, what are the places? 10th place, 100th place and 1000th place. Okay, these are the places of after decimal point. Okay, 10th place we can read as 1 upon 10, 100th place we can read as 1 upon 100, and 1000th place we can read as 1 upon 1000. You know how we read numbers in decimal. Okay, after decimal point we read numbers alone. We read digits separately. Okay, but before decimal, that is whole part. Decimal numbers have two parts, whole part and decimal part. So whole part we read together, but decimal part we read separately. Okay, you know expanded form of decimals very well. You know how to arrange numbers in ascending order, how to arrange in descending order. All these things will come in your MCQs form. Okay, I am explaining here. What will be the format of your exam? Okay, exam format what will be? Total marks will be 40. Okay, there will be three questions. Question 1, question 2 and question 3. Question 1 will be of fill in the blanks. Question 2 will be choose true and false. Okay, and question 3 will be multiple choice questions. Okay, in this question number 1, 10 questions will be there. 10 questions. For true false also 10 questions will be there, and for multiple choice questions 20 questions will be there. Okay, these 20 questions will have 4 options. Okay, so you need, in this portion what problems may come. Okay, in these two portions what may come? Definitions may come. Okay, and small sum may come. in this portion. Here word problems may come, okay? So practice word problems also. So it will be your exam format. The timing will be of 2 hours, 40 minutes paper, 40 marks paper will be there. Each question will be of 1 mark. Here also each question will be of 1 mark. Okay. So this is how we will do marking. Okay. I wish you all luck for your half yearly examinations. Practice more and perform very good in your examination. Bye dear students. All the best.